How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back to this fantastic episode of Rotten Toil on the show Longshot, where we used to have 4 weekly streamed campaigns, but we finished one. Now we have 3 weekly streamed campaigns. The summer series are on the rise. It's about 2 months worth of time away. And that means we're getting to the first halfway point of this campaign. The quarter point, you could say. I'm very excited, and with me are some phenomenal people. Make sure you do give them a follow. If you're interested on any of these weekly streamed campaigns, you can find more on the YouTube. And if you would like to come closer to the community, we are as chaotic as we are wholesome, you've been warned. And you can find us on the Discord. We use the Discord for various visual aids. And of course memes, but we have bingo, campaign related bingo, and if anybody feels like they want to take a crack at it, feel free to take a look. You can find it over on the Discord. If you win, post it in its appropriate channel. And last but not least, I'm Mr. Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table. I am truly honored to have these amazing people here with me here today. Let's start us off with our newest member, Steen.
Oh, hi. I'm Christina Steen, or Steenker, whichever you want to call me. I am playing your girl Belthira, who sometimes has a snack at any time of the day of brains, much to her dismay, because it is only to get information. But yeah, you can find me all over the interwebs by looking up, I almost said Christina. By looking up Steenker, Steenker, sometimes the 3 R's depending on the platform. Yeah, you can also catch me at the Oregon Ren Fair this year if anybody's going to that, the last weekend for Pirate Weekend. Super excited for that. And yeah, I will pass it off to Hannah.
Hello, it's me, Hannah, also known as Hannah Harper. Hannah plays D&D everywhere on the internet, and I'm playing Cygni, you big little guy who's had better days, to be honest. Cygni's kind of going through it, which seems like a theme of this fucking campaign. And I guess we're trying to unpetrify people. We'll find out how that works. And I'll throw it on over to Jared.
Yo, I'm Jared. I did not die last episode, so we're good. We're sad. We're ready to kill some Gorgon, maybe, or Basilisk. Get these druids good and soft again. Kate.
Sup, gang? My name is Jade. I go by TooHardTheBard on all other platforms. I also happen to play Salvatore here on this wonderful game where I'm kept poor because of my own choice. It seems that we found ourselves in a very nasty predicament, but that's okay. We'll endure. We'll get through it. I'll get that arm eventually. We'll dye his hair. It's gonna be great. Sorry, that's my long-term goal. Yeah. Again, I go by TooHardTheBard on multiple platforms such as Instagram, TikTok. I'm also a professional DM on the side. I'm talking rapid fire. But yeah, you can find me there, and I'm looking forward to the chaos. Yeah.
Amazing. Everyone roll me a D100.
What the
What the hell?
Fret not.
75.
75.
96.
12.
It's gonna be a crispy McTwenty.
Okay. Okay, all right. Interesting. So,
Crispy.
the party resides within this massive room. I think Salvatore expressed an interest in harnessing some of these crystals that have been left. So go ahead and feel free to mosey that direction. We're in this massive room. We've just done a profound healing. All of these nervous systems that have been suspended within these blocks of blue crystal have been hooked up to this chair that we've just dealt with. The deceased wife of Lord Baton von Haverbeek for strange purposes we still are very unclear on, but we have found the Eld. The Eld, the Interwary, is the druidic lore circle. They take the histories very seriously, and you could synonymously put them next to the Great Library of Alexandria. They have gone missing, and we've found that Lord Baton von Haverbeek in his city-state of Isivach has been doing horrible, terrible things to them with this chair. Dice Diverges, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We know that there's a Gorgon, and these Eld are statuesque. They have been petrified. And we know that there's still something going on throughout the city-state. Something bigger than just a peasant uprising. Salvatore. The risk you saw other people having near these blue crystals was that they had to don these metal ghillie suits. But you've been walking past these crystals and have taken no damage before you even knew the danger. Strange puzzle. What do you do?
My intelligence is a +1. Okay. I put this together. So if you could help paint a picture for me just a little bit. So there's these crystals here, and I'm just sort of what are they in my
big rectangular cubish blocks, like a table.
Okay.
Maybe almost a foot thick of blue crystal. And then coffin-like within, suspended within the crystal, the single block of crystal, is that nervous system splayed out. Now, last we left off, the party went and burned each one of them. So you've got kind of a soot. You can see the damage to the nervous system within. But these crystals are something else.
Can I go over to examine the crystals further, or should I roll something? I'm gonna roll in advance if that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Perception,
investigation or arcana.
Not the kind of nerd. Okay. It's gonna be an 18.
18 on investigation. Magical artifact. This is some kind of naturally occurring, hewn to shape, and warped, changed, so that these nervous systems might be within. The crystals themselves are not sapphire. They're not gems per se that you would be able to note. It's almost like quartz if it wasn't blue. And the broken one off to the side, no longer generating electricity, but the electricity was certainly coming from the blue crystals.
Okay. So I'm just trying to determine, is it safe for me to proceed to pass through there without getting hurt?
I think there is a risk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the people that pass through them are wearing a metal sort of
melee mesh ghillie suits, yeah.
Melee mesh ghillie suit. And we need to get through here to get to our MacGuffin, which is these.
We don't have to get through here. We have kind of finished off this area, and now we're talking loot. Before moving on.
Why did you say so?
Before moving on.
You spoke my language, good sir. Yes. Don't mind if I do.
Excellent. Well, being cautious. Are you taking? Okay. You pull out some tools. What? Let's see. How do I want to take a crack at this?
Crack?
Drinking? Oh, thank you. How do you approach this, essentially? Like, what does this look like? Does this look like tools? Does this look like... I could see a couple different, like, approaches, so I'm curious.
I would say approaching it under the notion that I didn't get shocked before as I passed through them. So anything I had on me, I didn't pick up anything new. I think I should be fine. However, I'll be very careful when I'm, like, attempting to extract some pieces. If it starts going like, like it's about to explode me and I'm gonna like Owen myself into oblivion, I'll stop. But then
cautiously,
sorry.
You make your sleight of hand or athletics.
They're both the same. I'll do sleight of hand. That is going to be a 19.
Ooh, okay. You take out one of the various tools that you use to keep your gun kind of, up to snuff, or maybe some jeweler's kit that you might have, whether or not you have a screw or a pick, you line yourself up.
Oh, yeah, right. I got that, yep.
And looking about, you take the butt of your gun and just... And there is a brief, but not one that harms you, as a softball-sized chunk of this blue crystal breaks off into your hands.
Okay. I harvested.
Excellent fare. The Whibbles prance. They have this little skip. They have this little skip teleport. They're kind of doing, at the notion of getting to go home. And Lux spends a lot of time kind of shepherding them to make sure they kind of stay with the group a little bit. Lux continues to follow and stay close by. There's a few moments, Owen, that she looks like she wants to say something to you and then doesn't. Still figuring out how they want to approach something like a topic of some kind with you. That said, the party ventures. The city-state has developed somewhat since the last time you were able to get a glimpse. Going down this hallway or approaching in the direction you came, let's get group stealth checks.
Are we leaving?
We're looking for the Gorgon, so we don't have to leave.
Okay.
We can stay here. That's a great strat. That's not something I had.
I don't know why. I vaguely recall there being a couple of doors that we didn't check.
Yes, that's what I'm addressing now, actually.
Okay.
So we're on the same page, sounds like.
Oh god, group stealth checks, yeah.
Yes.
33.
Pass without a trace.
Plus 10 to our group stealth checks.
Heck yeah.
33 becomes a 43.
Clutch. Which is so good because that gets me all the way to 15.
29 from me.
Okay.
32.
32. Hune. 16. the party ventures, and you hear a couple skyships. More than one. In the distant
Belthira's
roar.
just like, what the fuck is that?
And other such sounds of combat, and distantly you hear the brutal tearing sound of a draconic roar. Rumbles. It's like you can see as you guys are kind of moving down this hallway, the like impact of a breath attack distantly. And as you kind of look back up, you're going down this kind of curving hall that's very high ceilinged. The entire hallway begins to fill with an acidy gas, like this green dragon poison breath attack kind of filters, and you hear people you didn't see suddenly go as you guys kind of pass through the slowly dispensing poison. You look into the city. Emily, would you post for me the second, the 7th and the 8th picture? Three skyships high above. Fighting the green dragon. You can see down below the people running back and forth trying to get inside. As we know, this is kind of a bowl-shaped city, with the estates being the walls and the mountainside around it, and then the inner bowl of the inner of the bowl shape being where the glassworks are, and the various gardens, hanging groves, and kind of thing, kind of tucked all nice together. And as you watch, you see Lord Breton von Haverbeek in the center focal point at the base of the mountain on this plateau, this deck looking over the city, and he sits upon a throne. Everyone make a perception check for me.
$16.
16, very good.
21.
21, let's go.
Only 13.
Nat 1 for a 5.
Nice.
There's a like a spotlight on from one of the ships focused down on the Lord, and in the light, this kind of pale green light, you see an entity coiled around the throne behind Lord von Haverbeek. Same shawl kind of over the face. And you hear him kind of arguing with someone. It's hard to see. Salvatore, you note a woman. Tall, blonde hair, massive sword in hand, floating just off the prow of the foremost ship, looking down at Lord Baton von Haverbeek. The party would recognize, not Belthira, the party would recognize Lady Madeline Delinery. And it looks like she's brought the church. One ship quickly drops, controlled, drops. And as it gets about 20 feet over the common folk, there's these pillars shot in various directions into the walls. And you watch a massive force field bubble form over the denizens of the city. The dragon dives for this ship, which then turns its mortars up and detonates up into the dragon. Chaos breaks out. Cannons, eldritch in nature and mundane from all of the various walls, begin to fire upon the various ships. The various ships begin to fire back now that the lion's share of the populace is protected under this bubble. A lot of things are being greenlit, and the party is not in this bubble. So there is a certain amount of getting behind a wall as fire, green fire, begins to billow in different directions. Various soldiers and monstrosities start coming out of the woodwork. Abominations. Fell creatures made in fell heaven. Halo kind of comes up and kind of does the thing where it, when you see the videos of a dragon wrapping around a person to join them by their side, it kind of weaves through and wraps around everybody and then proceeds to kind of loom and watch alongside the various whibbles, nervously looking around at all the loud noises. War. A significant amount of destruction is being wielded against Lord Baton von Haverbeek. And the area we maneuver now is a war zone. You watch the churches Amora and Amiss, Belthira. You recognize the twin trinities. You recognize the twin trinities forces have arrived at the behest of the Rowit nobility. You aren't privy to the conversation and the declarations and whatever communications have just fallen through, but they have indeed fallen through. And while Amora, the goddess of let me double check, make sure I don't misspeak, attract, remember, and change, begins to make holy ground, begins to sanctify the regions where the populace reside and keep them safe. And Amiss, the twin trinity, she of lethargy, stagnate, and repel, begin to fight these fell abominations. Belthira.
I was supposed to consecrate the ground down below where we burned the bodies, and we didn't do that.
Did
we do that?
Yeah, you did that. Yeah.
Okay,
Was, and the result of that was the ghosts finding rest.
Okay. Cool. Looking at this, Belthira just, like, kind of is in awe looking at everything, especially, like, am I seeing skyships still, too? Are they, like, in the air
Three of
currently?
them. They hover.
And I'm just like, oh my gods. What is that? Like, I'm transfixed by that as opposed to, like, seeing the gods fighting the fell creatures.
Yeah.
I'm just like pointing at the three. I look at the party. What are those?
We don't have a lot of time left.
Maybe
Whoa.
cover and then explanation. Cygni looking at it with a face of like, I'm too country for this.
Can I
Belthira's just
Can I, like-
overwhelmed.
use like a history check or something to like get an idea of how long this battle is going to last?
History or survival?
Actually, my history is a little bit better.
Because this is a kind of landscape in itself.
It's 5. Okay, so that is an 18.
18. This could go one of two ways, historically speaking. This could be a drawn out, multi-day war or battle that breaks down into an eventual siege of some kind. Or this will be over in minutes. It depends on Lord Baton von Haverbeek's preparations. And it seems like he's been pretty crafty along the way. So odds are we're looking at an extended, likely the fight will go in Lady Madeline Delinery's favor, but eventually they're gonna hit a wall of trying to get to Lord Breton in some way, shape, or form. And Lord Breton probably got like a safe room or something. Some kind of strategy that will endure. You also can determine...
Probably don't have a lot of time.
You also can determine that Tenebrous Despair is backing Lord Breton von Haverbeek, as seen evidenced by the various fell angels, the abominations, and newly this creature that's kind of around the throne. Breton gets up and reaches a hand out, and all of these metal pillars around the city that are bringing this force field begin to rust.
I'm gonna start looking around the hallway. Like, what's our next thing? I'm gonna start targeting where we go.
There's a barracks, and as you move about, you can see various medical wing. There's a few ballrooms and the like. Go ahead and at this point, make me a survival check.
Yeah, we're trying to target dungeony, you know? So I'm looking for beast cages. I'm looking for holding cells.
Party begins moving, looking about.
18 again on survival.
Let's go. Looking at the layout of the city below, thinking about the peasant uprising, where that came from, eventually, and thinking about how Breton von Haverbeek's mind works, you eventually look to the base of the mountain where the city meets the castle, right? And that was the most of the fighting. That's where it broke out. So, prison likely at the foot of the keep, where the battle is raging the hardest.
Well, those druids are dead. So, too bad. Let's just move on.
Excuse me. Sorry. No, we're not doing that.
Priority number 1 is to make sure the Eld is safe, and then we need to go after Haverbeak.
Now the question is, are they safer where they are, petrified, or do we have to wake them up before? Would I know anything about? Would they be good backup, or are they more like?
They're
like, how combat heavy are these druids? Or are they more like squishy wizard type?
They're squishy caster types, but they're very high level for being squishy caster types. Maybe not battle hardened, but would be enough to tip the scales.
Yeah, because the Eld is powerful, right? Yeah, so even though they are considered squishy, they would be an asset in our current situation.
Yeah, I'm just in character debating. Would they think to do? Because ultimately there is a big battle going on. It looks like it's going to take a while. Lots of casualties, all these things. Do we wake shit up now, or do we tackle this first and come back? There are 2 choices.
I think it's looking at what they were doing. So this is in character. Looking at what they were doing to them already, I think that it would be in our best interest to either find a way to hide them and take care of the situation, or wake them. They cannot stay where they are because they are at risk for something else to happen to one or more of them.
Waking them is definitely ideal, but I mean, unless we have other ideas aside from finding the basilisk, which, by my guess, is dead center of the fighting, which we won't make anyway.
Actually, you know what? Steph,
Me.
would you consider a basilisk a kind of beast?
Yeah.
And/or animal?
Yeah, I think they're probably. Yeah, that's a good question. I would assume monster, but
They're kind of chickens.
So, just wondering, because I may or may not have locate animal slash
Is a
plants.
basilisk a snake or a chicken?
it
You keep saying
depends.
chicken.
It
It can
depends
go
on
in a
the
couple different
lore.
directions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the
They're a
dungeon
monstrosity.
meshy one is a chicken with a snake tail, but it from my understanding of basilisk, it's a big old snake that can turn you to stone.
Yeah, I would say, unfortunately, this is probably a monstrosity that that Haverbeak cooked up in his basement.
Yeah.
What about the Gorgon?
Gorgon, personal.
Oh.
Let me double check my info.
I really wish I
Gorgon is like a Medusa.
prepared locate creature. That would have been really helpful.
Is a
Next time.
Medusa then considered a creature?
They're all creatures. They're all creatures.
They're all creatures.
I think.
I mean,
I don't currently have locate creature prepared. We could take another long rest. I could prepare it and then we could go find it. But that
We did
might
just
stall us.
finish a long rest. I would be okay with you having shifted around as needed.
Would you?
I mean,
dear.
we did know that we were going to locate creatures. That's our next
Yeah.
step is going to be finding Gorgon and or
Finding the
basilisk.
thingy.
So, if we're gonna retcon a
Yeah, I
little,
haven't-
that makes sense.
I haven't rejiggled my spells. But yes, I have locate creature in that case.
A Medusa is also a monstrosity. But yes, locate creature would apply here. The party grabs some safe spots. So they kind of head into this kind of abandoned, not quite changing room, not quite laboratory, just kind of like this powder room, with a nice couch. And Salvatore, This is on a scale you've never seen before. You are familiar with guerrilla warfare, you're familiar with sniping at a distance, some John Wick stabbing in back alleys and stuff like that, some tight corners, but this is, there's so much money being spent right now. The fight is on a scale that is new to you, and you start also kind of clocking positions, and you learn something as you start looking about. I'm going off of your earlier perception check. There are no snipers. There's so many good spots for snipers, but you don't see any. People like loading rifles and finding the little nooks and crannies up in this bowl-shaped city, which shows a level of old school, like older tech, on behalf of Lord Baton von Haverbeek. He's been dipping into the arcane and the cultic and the kind of more dour stuff, but on a tech level, you haven't seen any guns yet.
I wonder what would happen if you tried to snipe Van Haverbeek.
You know?
Bro, he's gonna look at me and break the fourth wall and be like... I'm gonna communicate this to the party. First thing I say, because you mentioned the church, I'm gonna say, oh no, it's the church. As I'm gonna like hold my timbers are shivered as I hold my rifle, my obnoxiously large, bigger than average sized rifle. I'm not compensating for anything as I'm like looking around. They don't have a lot of guns here. There's a lot of positions I don't really. I don't know, guys. What do we do? It's a group thing, and honestly, I'm just the guy you point and, you know, it's.
You turn back to the party, who's kind of getting their bearings and getting their situation. They look at you and consider, as Cygni prepares the spell.
Guys. It's,
I mean, it could turn the tide, but it would be something to do to at an opportune moment rather than just, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I'll keep an eye out. If there's a moment for me to act, I'll do that. Just so you don't. You know what I'm thinking I'm doing. It's not going to be like I'm there 1 second and then I'm gone.
I think Cygni is gonna go and is beginning to prepare the spell as she would, as this like intense conversation is happening. I think she's gonna walk up to Belthira and ask whether or not she has any animal bones on her. Or like look around to see if there are mouse bones, rats, anything of the like carcass.
Rats. Where's the rat?
I defer to Belthira.
Cygni's gonna kind of look up and like won't even ask. Like we'll start like kind of rooting through your pockets and like turn around and just be like, "Do you have any bones?"
You just... Oh,
Would be poultry.
I don't, but there. I was gonna say there was a unicorn back there, but that's a touchy subject.
No, it's alright. I'll just scan the ground, see if there's any like.
Make an
bones.
investigation.
Sure. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Little mouse carcass.
There, we're gonna go with bird carcass.
Oh.
As you start looking about, you begin to find more and more bird carcasses. You kind of like at the fifth bird corpse, you start
It's
kind
a little
of.
suspicious. You're like,
It's a lot of
okay.
birds.
Do they look like they've been killed in a particular way, or is it just like the bones?
They look like they've all died of necromancy. Sorry, necrotic damage. And they are the same kind of birds that you saw in the Spiral City.
I think she'll pick up a couple of rib cages, a wishbone, put them in her pockets, and whenever folks are ready, she'll cast Locate Creature.
Okay. Casting Locate Creature. You slowly turn, and in your mind's eye, you can see an individual running along a hallway. I say running because of the bottom half snake, but quickly moving throughout the bowels of the estates. And whereas you thought maybe where the fighting is fiercest, and did you look up the Medusa or the the basilisk?
Basilisk we need to fight. Gorgon we could hypothetically reason with, right? And we need them to Uno reverse on the Eld.
So which one did you cast on?
Either by force or by whatever the group decided. I probably would have asked prior. Apologies. Probably the Gorgon, because we had spoke about the possibility of convincing it to be on our side.
By the front gate. Under it. A subfloor under the front gate, not where the fighting's fiercest, but where most of the people have abandoned at this point, run out as before the bubble went down. This is not an assault upon the gate. This is an assault from the sky. So the gate closed, but not as fortified. Most of the soldiers have had to fall back to the primary base of the mountain. And yet you see this Gorgon, this Medusa, slithering in a subfloor underneath the gate.
Okay. I like to imagine as she casts the spell, she crunches some bones in her hands and essentially throws the dust onto the floor where it kind of lights up ever so slightly. Essentially like that Scooby-Doo ass. Here are where the footprints are leading to the person, as it shoots out in front. She'll kind of point in the direction, and as soon as everyone is ready, I think she's just going to head right towards it.
She appears to be somewhere underneath the gate. Just moving back and forth. Perhaps she's stuck. Maybe if we get her out and bring her back here, then, it'll be just fine.
This is front gate to the whole city?
Mm-hmm.
So how far away is that?
It's not a huge place. I would say that you're probably a 20-minute walk. Not being stealthy, 20 minutes.
Maybe she's just making sure people can't come in. Maybe she's a line of defense or something.
What kind of terrain are we? Can we get there through the castle, or do we need
Yes, it's
run
all
through
attached.
streets?
You're gonna, you can, if you choose to, move along. You're basically within the walls. The walls are just really big and also buildings.
Maybe we could try it. It's not directly interacting with the battle, so as long as we're careful, we might can make it.
I think that's our best shot.
The party skedaddles. We're going to break. We'll be right back. And with fuck. Hang on. And with that, we're back.
Still can't believe that you smell Jared in his sleep.
Is this really surprising?
Yes.
Jared looks like he'd smell nice though, so I don't really blame
He
him.
does. So
So anyways.
So the party begins venturing throughout the outer city of Isivak, this wall, this massive thing. And are we continuing with our stealth? Then let's roll for stealth. And don't forget your plus 10s for our druid's arcane prowess.
All right. 26.
So 30 plus the 10.
Actually, no.
40.
28.
God damn.
27.
27.
Yeah.
Very good. Salvatore with the stealth. Plus 10. Creeping along we are.
29.
29. Okay. We are unseen. We are unperceived on a fundamental level. Good lord. Goodness
Is there 1
gracious.
second we just vanish from the map?
Yeah, right?
Oh no.
There is now a fight breaking out over the top of the force field bubble over the people of the city, and forces are like running along and trying to get up on top of it to clamber onto the ship. And all of this is background for you guys. Continuing to slowly maneuver forward. You begin avoiding a few let's see what happens first. You guys come across your first large-scale battle. Again, you're going unnoticed. It looks to be a mixture of what you saw earlier, where you've got clerics, paladins of Amora and Amiss with nobility, which are a couple different builds that you'll see here and there of one of the houses of Rowit. A sizable force of capable individuals against evil. Like, we are talking monstrosities, abominations, fell clerics, fell paladins, the occasional monk, and let's get a, sorry, brain, Salvatore, make for me a history check. Get it. Verbally tell my brain to
18.
brain has to tell itself every now and then to kick into gear. 18. You recognize a faction that you thought was long defeated, a mercenary monastery that came to power rose up through the mercenary ranks and got kind of famous amongst Rowit. The group is called Bounded, and they're known for their really quick strikes on people, locations, whatever have you. Just before the alarm can even be raised, the target's down, they've infiltrated, they're on their way out, and here they are, seemingly in force alongside Lord Baton von Haverbeek. They were supposedly wiped out by the Rowit nobility, maybe 5 years ago? Something to note, as the party skirts around this fight, aids the fight, throws rocks.
Skirts.
Feeling skirts.
Wanted to check.
Yeah, I mean, we're not jumping into that. That's
Not my circus, not my monkeys. We got shit to do. We got a Gorgon to talk to.
Begin finding other routes and finding other ways. You have to eventually backtrack a bit before you eventually discover a two-story room that you're able to descend down a floor, get under that fight for the most part, and continue onwards. You're underground at this point, once again. A clockwork sound kind of begins to click out. And as you guys are moving along with your insane stealth rolls, you guys grab cover as the clicking sound gets louder and louder until a Warforged breaks through the floor. Makes an active perception check. No one rolled under a 16. Everyone, I believe, was in the 20s to 40s. And is going to pick itself up and start disassembling, looking around to make sure no one's seeing, begins disassembling parts of their stomach. Eventually, the mechanism is built that they have taken from parts of themselves, and it goes, and he puts it into one corner, takes out a hammer, and like drives it into that space, that stone space between wall and floor, and then begins to move in the direction you guys came from, pulling more bits out of their stomach, kind of having to reach up higher into behind the rib cage, as it were, to get more pieces.
What is this Warforged dressed in? Are there any insignias?
There are. There on the back of the head, there's this beautiful floral engraving of this otherwise gunmetal gray Warforged. It appears to be a flowerless rose. So the stem it kind of just ends like it's been snipped, but thorns and vines kind of sprawl out in every direction from it, leaving you with this kind of almost fanned out bird shape. Stem center, and then almost the vines and thorns kind of sprawling out right and left like wings.
Can I roll a history?
At disadvantage.
Okay. 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 Does a 12 get me anything?
A 12 gets you nothing.
Alright.
You peruse what you know, and you don't recognize the symbol or know of any artificing prowess within this half of the continent that you're unfortunately unfamiliar with.
Further shot. Those are explosives, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what side they're on, so probably Delinary if it's blowing up the castle.
Well, I don't know what explosives are.
Oh yeah.
The thing that he hammered into the corner there.
Okay, I don't even know what this beast is. Is it?
Fireballs. It's all fireballs.
Oh.
It's just gonna level the entire castle.
Oh, we should move then. Does Belthira recognize the symbol? Is it like an old Cygnia on the back, or like?
You would
or
not
is it,
recognize the symbol. No.
Okay, cool. We should probably move then. If it's gonna create big fireballs right where we're at.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah, one of the first things you learned, Cygni, in your circle, once you got into kind of the upper echelons of the training, is that bombs still hurt because bomb does fire damage. but it also does force damage. And you are not immune to force damage. Moving along. You start to find these signs of destruction. Things have been destroyed. Things have been ruined. And it's all manifest in rubble. You start coming across like a book that's been petrified and then shattered. You start finding people who have been petrified and then shattered. Various crates, various things.
Kind of people. Townsfolk, guards.
I'm rolling for it. Looks like a doctor of some kind and 2 laborers, common folk of some kind, likely if they're from here, glass blowers potentially, or apothecary, gardeners. Could be some of the staff. It's hard to tell on the 2, but one of them appears to be a medical, surgeon.
I don't see any guards among these corpses here. I don't know that we can expect the Gorgon to be immediately friendly.
Is the surgeon like the others that we defeated?
Yes. Same attire.
Okay, that changes things. I just pictured actual white coat stethoscope doctor. So I was like,
in a fantasy sense, that is accurate. Just very synonymous. These are surgeons. They've got smocks. They've got gloves. They're grimier because people don't know about germs really, but they got magic.
I was thinking now the guys we fought with that looked like ring wraiths.
Oh yes. No, you see no evidence of transformation. They look a lot like pre-transformed surgeon in attire. Oh, and you recognize things are being covered up. Evidence is being destroyed. And the party kind of moves forward. I think Sal would be the first to pick it up. There's as you guys continue on, the next room over, you hear the cracking of rocks. Small little cascades. Make a perception check for me, Salvatore.
$16.
16. Take a quick peek. A little tactical glimpse. And you can see the Medusa. You can see this Gorgon destroying a lab of some kind. She moves about, going over to a table and all of the papers on it and just petrifying the whole table. And one of her guards that is with her kind of steps up with a big hammer and starts breaking down the table into rubble. There are 2 guards, one with a bow in hand, who is looking into this chest and currently rooting around. The other guard being big, hefty bloke. And the third, of course, being the Gorgon themselves, who furtively is going about. The room has weird shit. The room has strange mechanics and arcane tools. This looks much more to wizardry than anything else. You can see a summoning circle in one corner, a teleportation circle in the other. You can see various illusions of the current stars that you'd be able to see even if during the daytime. You see various maps showing almost like an aurora borealis glow along various pieces, along various seemingly mundane roots all along the land of both Rowit and Toil. And all of it is kind of around this centerpiece, this big structure that hasn't been dealt with yet. On it, you can see a clear, slightly pink crystal, and it is balanced and anchored on this big metal cone-like structure. Above it is a couple of different lenses that seem to be able to rotate in and out as needed, and some kind of blue crystal contraption at the top. It crackles with electricity, and all these other guards seem to give it a wide berth while they're dealing with everything else. You do note that the Gorgon keeps looking at it in like with trepidation.
Communicate that to the party in like a low, hushed sort of whisper, just to sort of point out what I see, and I just communicate what's going on, what I see.
Cygni, one of your bells has been stolen, and it's only discovered this because Belthira finds it on her person. A Whibble has moved it.
Mother!
I quickly, in a kind of panicked motion, reach to see if my other pairs of socks are still where they are.
They are untouched.
A deep sigh of relief. Two mismatched socks sit in my pocket, and I would be quite amiss to have them go missing. Look to the Gorgon, look to the kind of situation unfolding in front. And I think I might just do like a rogue detect magic, see if there's any funny business going around.
You cast Detect Magic, and the first thing you notice is the softball-sized primordial magic coming from the crystal on Salvatore, and you sense a very similar primordial magic within the room, coming from this center point. Not only the clear pinkish crystal, but the more structured, you would say, emanating primordial magic coming from the blue crystal, just like Salvatore's. The pinkish clear crystal has almost this purity to it. Has almost this purity is too morale focused. It's amoral. It's a byproduct of various things we'll get into, I'm sure, but it's blank and brimming at the same time. It's this clear lake that has never known any contaminant or death or fish poop. I stand by it. And then the blue crystal emanates like very similar in its emanation, but patterned and structured, labyrinthian in its emanation. But it still registers as primordial magic. The rest of the room is quickly becoming mundane as things are petrified and destroyed. Finally, there's a chest in the far side of the room that is heavily fortified, and there's pointedly nothing coming from it, which either means there's nothing in it or it's lead-lined. And therefore, very important.
Do we see any signs of duress? Anyone notice any shackles or chains for the Gorgon?
Let's get a group insight check as everyone kind of Scooby-Doo takes another peek. Just like foreheads. And then hewn.
16 for me.
16, 11. 2 11s? Okay.
What was I rolling again? Sorry.
Perception.
Insight.
Oh, did I say insight?
Oh, thank God. That's good.
My bad.
I
I
rolled
was gonna say, if it's
2.
perception, mine's gonna be a little bit better.
It was 2, but insight is plus 14, so
I'll stick to insight.
16.
I'll stick to insight because of the information. You don't see any chains or shackles. You do note the nervous glance. You do note the fear in the eyes, and that some of that fear is for the archer. And whenever the back is turned from the archer, the Gorgon does keep tabs on them, and then whenever they turn around, does not look at the archer. The Gorgon, she has her snakes up in a bun, and they're all kind of out here doing stuff, but they are bound.
Like we may have an avenue there. One of us wants to do the talking.
Hold on, let me look for my thing. Where are ye?
Oh, I'm so sorry, chat. The music has been doubled this whole time since coming back from break. My bee.
Oh, I haven't even turned on the music. I've been wondering what's been missing. Makes
I
sense.
do also have Charm Monster just as a backup. Should that be necessary? My save DC isn't super high, so maybe we try not to do that, but if it goes really bad.
Hey. What if I mind link with the Gorgon to speak to it telepathically? Since it seems to be worried about the guards and the
I like
archer
it.
specifically.
I like this idea because it doesn't give away our location.
So you can speak telepathically to any creature you can see within 130 feet of you. You don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. As an action, when you're speaking telepathically to a creature, you can give that creature the ability to speak telepathically to you for the next hour or until the end of the effect. It's one of my special traits. Or my species trait.
Mm-hmm.
Worth a shot. It's either that or we jump the guards and hope we don't get turned to stone, which I don't particularly want to do today.
Hune goes, do we just make sure we don't look in their eyes, or is it something else?
Never fought a Gorgon.
Thank you for the hydrate, everybody. Yeah, let's get a group history check as we remember what we can about these monsters.
$19.
Nice.
I feel like this dice is
it's-
gonna betray me at the worst moment tonight. It's been going
It's
pretty
literally
well.
Aiden. 19.
Alrighty.
History, you said?
Yep.
Got a dirty
13.
20?
13, dirty 20. All right. A Medusa, a Gorgon, while it does have some kind of like an eye contact ability, it does not. It can inflict petrification magic at you, regardless of whether or not you're making eye contact with them as well. Yeah. If you successfully like make the save, you will not have to make the save again.
So I think the safest way forward is for me to mind link, and it doesn't seem like there's like any anything that they need to save. I just can do it. How party should I approach this? What do I say?
Given the strange nature of this place, I don't know that a simple offer of help would work. Seems like mind games, mental torture.
Binge.
Definitely a possibility here.
If they've, does it look like in any capacity the organ is being held here against its will?
We have determined that.
A bit, yeah. So I checked earlier.
Yeah.
So, say we offer to take down Haverbeak, break it out of here, free the snake.
Offer a deal, a bargain.
Okay.
Freedom
So
for a task.
Belthira's gonna make the link.
Okay.
I don't mean to startle you. I know this might seem out of the norm or scary, but are you being held against your will right now? Are you being forced?
Who's there?
I'm Belthira.
I am Tenyon.
Forgive me for being secretive about contacting you, but the guards seem untrustworthy.
When I am done here, I suspect that I am the loose end.
What if we tie them up as the loose ends? Would you be willing to help us? For freedom?
Do you believe you can deliver upon this promise?
I believe that we can try.
Make a persuasion check.
What is my persuasion? Okay. Witch! Okay. Persuasion. An 8.
You don't know the horrors that walk these halls.
We took care of the horrors underneath.
And
we
how
released
far
the
down
spirits.
did you go?
To the nervous systems.
And you
They've
are
been
still
destroyed.
alive.
No problems at all. It was easy.
We are here. I'm not an entity talking to you. We are just hiding for safety before barging in there.
They go over to the Medusa, slides over to the chest. In any movement, you notice the archer turns and makes note of where they now are as they open the chest. And Cygni, it is a chorus of primordial magic that now escapes from that lead-lined chest. It's almost like seeing frequencies.
Shapes and colors, the likes of which I've never seen before. Yeah.
You are beginning to sound like rats in the walls.
I promise you we are not rats. If I were to cast silence in there, would this not deter, that's not the word I want. God damn it, what's the word I want? I don't want them to be affected by the silence. Would they
Disable you? Does disable your ability?
yeah. If I were to cast silence right now, would that disable your abilities? Would that put you at risk?
And takes the first step towards trusting you. It would. I am an arcanist. And my friends here are not.
Okay.
There is a wealth here in my very hands. If you can get me out of these, it's yours.
Okay. Above the table really fast. Make sure I heard that right. It would hinder them.
Yes. They are
Okay.
a wizard.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. So then, I will acknowledge that, and I'm going to say, okay, which one is the bigger threat?
The archer.
Okay. I'm going to look back to the party. And also, I'm going to say it out loud, but also say it in my mind too. And how do you spell the name?
Tenyen. Tenyen.
To Tenyen. I'm going to cast Hold Person on the archer.
What did you say to us?
That.
Oh, okay.
And then and then in my head, if you can get to cover for the moment while I do this, we will come in.
On your mark.
All right, I'm gonna hold action for that cast. Dash in on the archer.
Okay. What is the archer doing currently? Is he facing me or
He has
facing
turned
elsewhere?
and is now facing into the center of the room. So once you go through the door, you'll be on their right periphery. On their left periphery is the Medusa Tenyen.
Okay. All right. But I do have line of sight.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
Okay. Paint me a word picture as you round the corner. The archer turns to regard you, springing, I would say, held actions from the party. Belthira, what does the hold person cast to look like?
So, when I dashed in to to cast this, I'm actually kind of doing, like a tuck and roll as I'm like kind of just like doing like some weird like hand movements to like actually go and hold.
Amazing. What's the roll?
And
What's
as
the
I'm-
DC? Go ahead.
It is Wisdom 17.
Okay. What else were you gonna say?
Did you roll above a 17?
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
You roll out, cast the magic, and you watch as the eyes, the fast flicking eyes of this archer looks to you, and even in his motion of sidestepping the arcane prowess, you see a mental like brutality. There's a clear mission. This person has a will of iron. Turns and begins to reach for the quiver as Tenyin literally just like coils down and will try to subvert or will try to like get under like one of the last tables.
Okay. In that, I'm pulling out my dagger to try and go for a disarm if possible.
I would say that no, we'll have to roll initiative, but first I want to get Owen, Cygni, and Salvatore's held actions.
Yeah.
And the big dude's held action.
Is the archer the big
Nope, Archer is the other dude.
We gotta go ahead and do initiative and then do it in that order, or what?
Giving you guys the well, fuck. How does
Because
this work?
my plan was to just bum rush the archer
Yeah, and
get in there.
So
that may or may not be great for other people, you know. So we didn't really discuss total plans before. So
I think it's all right. Let's get you in there.
You okay? What kind of distance are we looking at?
We're looking at 20 feet.
Oh, perfect. I don't even have to. Instead, I'm just gonna move in and swing. Does what am I? Plus 10? Okay. 26 hit?
A 26 hits.
I knew it would freaking do it. That's a natural 1. Because
oh no!
Oh my god! I can't freaking attack anything without failing.
No! No! Oh no! Okay. Oh, okay. You see the spell dissipate, and you charge in and go for the swing, and you watch him just sidestep back the other way and look at you up and down as we continue from here.
So did it negate my first swing? Is that what happened?
You said you do 0?
No, my first swing was a 26.
That's right. Thank you. What was this?
Yeah.
The second swing is the crit.
The second one was a crit.
Okay,
fail,
you do land that first hit. My sincerest apologies. Roll your damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, as he leans through and away from the hold person, you manage to catch him, and then he turns to regard you, and the second swing goes wide as he leans back away from you.
Okay.
Damage for the first swing.
So,
oh, go ahead.
yes. The third swing, though.
Excellent.
Okay, cool. All right, third swing is just a 19.
19 hits.
Okay. Coolio. All right. The 20 damage, and then and then 16. So 41 damage. in total.
Very good.
Yeah, and we're going to hit him with a stab,
Okay.
which is just next attack is at disadvantage before my next turn.
Got it. Okay. Cygni.
Mine's pretty simple. I'm summoning Calcifer.
Excellent.
Fire.
Who I actually don't think Belthira has met yet. So great. Cygni! You hear the sound of foot, like little clip clock, and like a horse whinny, and then flames erupting from behind, and kind of like a light. Cygni in pure, like, she becomes this shadow figure as this light kind of emerges, and this massive, almost hellfire horse appears. A friend of theirs that they picked up and somehow got bonded to Cygni that now she can summon, as her wildfire spirit appears. A majestic stallion called Calcifer, who is now here. That's what I did.
Obsidian.
So, I have like my little obsidian deck. It's all like
That's sick.
resin, but I'm just like, friend.
Friend. In response. Yeah.
All right, Salvatore.
I shoot Archer.
Do it. You like walk around the fire that is Calcifer and lining up your shot. Just come out and just like stepping through the smoke.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use my sharpshooter feature. And then so it's gonna be 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. It's going to be 122. That is going to be 22 plus 10. That's going to be 32 for the first hit.
32 damage.
Damage.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna add the Colossal Slayer, but that just means if it's injured, it'll take an additional damage on top of that.
How much damage on top of that? Sorry.
I believe it is. Sorry, I've been playing this card for so long. I just keep forgetting.
You're fine.
Let's see. It is going to take 1d8 extra damage. Let me see what I get. That's going to be 4.
Okay.
Okay. And then at this point, I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark because I didn't do it already before. I'm going to shoot them again.
Very good.
That is going to be 24 to hit.
Just walk again, and then the ping, ping, ping,
Yeah.
is the shell. Second shot.
21, 22 plus. That's going to be 22 damage for the second hit. And I get to add a d6 on top of that because of my Hunter's Mark. And that is going to be 4 additional damage on top of that.
Heard.
And that is all I'll be doing, good sir.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to take our second break there and then roll initiative on the way back in. We'll be right
Your
back.
girl's got a pee.
And we return. The initiative goes as thus. Of the two guards, I will refer to one as Hammer and the other one as Archer. Hammer, Salvatore, Cygni, Owan, Archer, Tenyon, Belthira, Hune. The hammer is first. And will see the one combatant rush the archer, see the doorway that 3 of the party members are standing beside, and regardless of the fact that there is a flaming horse, will surprisingly quickly cross the room, moving on the other side of that center mechanism. So Owen is not able to get an attack of opportunity. Owen, obviously your danger sense, your alarm goes off in your mind as the fight engages. But Hammer crosses the room, sees the 3 party members, looks to Belthira, and the hammer comes up and swings hard and low. Does a 17 hit?
Fuck yeah. God damn it.
Your knee crunches. And you take 10 bludgeoning damage and 2 cold damage. Even as the swing comes back up and around, instead of bringing the hammer down, you watch as he sidesteps, changing targets and bringing the sharpened end quickly overhead in at Salvatore. Same number, 17. 12 plus 5. Salvatore does a 17 hit.
Hitting with a hammer?
Yeah, the sharpened end on the other end of the hammer, yeah.
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay. You take 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage?
And 7 cold damage.
Cold damage? Oh my god, what the what?
Anti-action surges. Now squaring in front of Cygni.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And brings the
What did I
whole
do?
and shifts his weight, lines of his shot, brings it down, bending at the waist and the knees, just a full chop down twice.
Go on.
First swing is a 15. Does a 15 hit?
Does not hit.
The second one's a crit.
Nah, it misses.
Well, I wanted to leave it open in case anybody had any reactions or anything like that. So,
Yeah, unfortunately, I used my reaction on my held action, so I cannot
Sorry,
silvery barbs this.
Question.
I did it.
Did he leave my reach at all, or?
no, as you guys are grouped up around the doorway, it's a bit of a bottleneck that he is now filling. So, no. Cygni takes 17 bludgeoning and 3 cold. Salvatore, your turn begins.
I'm gonna sort of like take, because he's stabbing with a piercing end, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, first things first, I'm gonna be like, and then I'm gonna take my gun and be like, dick, and I'm gonna shoot him.
Just point blank, ba-boom!
Yeah.
Immediate
I got
cloud
a
of sulfuric
Dick.
smoke. Yeah. Just
That's not how hammers work.
it's giving. That was
Okay,
weird.
that was strange. I'm gonna sharpshooter this mofo. There's a 21 hit, please.
Yes, a 21 hits.
Okay. I'm just making sure if you have any reactions, you know, like,
Wow. It used
Wait, I
the
was
hammer
being
used
genuine.
a held action to do this, so
okay, well, very good.
big rip.
Actually,
+3.
no. This was him doing this on his turn. Because of the confusion, I just didn't bother taking the held action above the table.
Well, there you go.
That said, he doesn't have a reaction and does not use one here. I guess, yeah, anyway.
That's 29 damage for the first hit. I'm just pulling out point, but I'm like, ow! I'm just like...
You hear it like, you watch it get up like through the armpit, the shot, and then ricochet and put a second hole in him worth of damage inside the like back end of the armor he's wearing.
Okay, so that's gonna be a crit for my second shot.
Oh. Yeah, he goes, he shoots the shot, and then the other hand comes out and fires the second shot.
So I rolled 2 dice, right? For that? For my
you roll double the damage die. So any damage die at play here, like the piercing damage or the sneak attack or the smite or the any kind of damage die is applicable here, but your pluses, like the eventual +3 stays +3.
Okay, so I'll just roll two of the damage dice, correct? That's one
Correct.
double. I just want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a mistake. None good, none in a bad way. So it's going to be 19 plus 15. That's plus my Colossus Slayer. Oh wait, no, that's 3. So it's 19 plus 3 plus my Colossus because he's taking damage initially. So I'll take my little dice right here. And that's going to be 5. So to get total, that'll be 42 damage.
Damn. Okay. How would you like to do this?
I don't think there's any grace or there's any like sort of like fanciness like I would normally do it. It's just a genuine like, wow, dude, how dare you do your job and do it really well. I respect that. That hurt though. And I'm going to sort of like pull out my gun and I'm going to like point it at him as I have like the most terrible injury and I just shoot him. And upon like square in the chest, golf ball sized hole, and seeing as he's down, I'm like, and I'm gonna go use my bonus action that I still have, and I am going to use my I can hop away essentially because of my feature. I basically can like shoot myself back 10 feet. But gonna use that. It's gonna sort of like I'm gonna look at the body, gonna realize I'm too close to the scene, and I'll be like, "Fuck you!" I'm gonna jump back to safety, because I shouldn't be here. The fact that the cleric got hit and I got hit means I'm not doing something right, so I'm trying to get away.
It's the 8-bit. The 8-bit is wild.
It's a Rowan thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, okay.
Even though you wrote the culture and you wrote the game.
Check your bingo board for Feff Squint.
You didn't know all Roets made a Mario jump sound when they jump?
What?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's how I knew
Boom.
that wasn't a real Rowan.
Cygni. Your turn begins.
Right, so there is archery guy in front. I think I'm just gonna have my horse punch him in the face, to be honest.
Okay.
You've heard of Donkey Punch.
Why not? Have you heard of this? No. How close is he to me? He's just
25 feet.
He's within 25 feet. Alright. I'm just double checking. Is that... Oh, that should be fine. We're gonna do a Scorching Ray. 4th level.
Okay, let's go.
I don't like this guy. It is a hit, and I gotta do it 3 times. First one is a 15 plus 9.
That hits.
Is a 17 plus 9.
26, that hits.
And a 17.
17 does not hit.
Okay, so 2 of them will hit, which will be, I'm gonna get my calculator. Let's do the thing. I don't know why my D&D Beyond has decided it no longer wishes to function, so I will do it by hand.
Anyone who's
The
throwing shade at the need for a
old-fashioned way.
calculator needs to check the tags on this stream and then go do some
Yeah.
research.
I can't do this shit.
That is
and
okay.
then also got, because of my enhanced bond, I get to roll an extra d8 on each of those. So that'll be 28 fire damage coming from Cygni. And I'll put there.
Okay. Owen
All right.
with the archer on deck.
Let's see if we can hit all 3 this time. Hmm?
God, Owen would be light speed fighting. 3 swings with a great sword in 6 seconds? Be
Sure, but I
terrifying.
mean, I think of greatsword as like longsword. If you've ever
Sure.
seen, if you played some Witcher, you're doing some loopies, you're doing some twirlies a little bit.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
3 strikes aren't that hard to get.
Got the momentum going.
Stop being
Yeah,
modest.
It's not like big, chunky, heavy sword swing,
Wait, yeah, get him.
Take the compliment.
All right, 25 to hit on the first swing. Let's see what we got here.
Definitely
22 to hit on the second swing.
That hits.
And a 23 for the third hit.
That hits.
Ooh, all 3. It's gonna be 19 plus 17. I'm also gonna get my damn calculator out. It's too many odd numbers. And 16. This would be 40 something. 52, actually. 52 damage.
52. How do you want to do this?
Fuck.
Let's go.
I mean, he was all like sidesteppy. He's very light on his feet. Clearly a Dexy kind of guy. And so maybe I swung my first 2, got some good hits in, noticed I kind of figured out his vibe a little bit, and so he goes to kind of sidestep that third one, and I just kick his boot out from under him.
Ooh, just
And
read him.
twirl back around with a finishing blow.
Oh, that's brutal. He didn't even get a shot off. He didn't even get to play at the table.
Nope.
Oh, neither did
He'll
Bill. Bill got
die
the surprise
on
jump, so
jump.
that kind of works. But
I'm gonna generate an alternate dimension real quick.
okay.
For this fun little comment where I knew the entire conversation that happened before. I'd look over at the frickin' Gorgon. That good enough for you? But I didn't have the conversation, so I can't make that comment.
the snake lady slowly, long hands on the table, slide up to regard the party. Puts hands up warily. Begins to slide sideways a bit. Thank you to my Mine recusants.
Are you bound by anything? By them?
No. There are no arcane compulsions upon me.
You think you could unstone some druids?
Yes.
Then we're good.
Do you think you could find a way to assure me that they would not kill me?
Do you trust me? I'm the one who spoke to you.
Not any farther than I could keep you at length. Sorry, I butchered that. Not any farther than I could see you.
Belthira steps up and wearily puts her hand out to touch their arm and is going to cast Death Ward.
There's a bit of a perking up. She relaxes a little bit.
You have my protection for 8 hours.
And you will have incredible timing. Please avail yourselves of these unmarked gems. These crystals. They cost more than the estates you stand within.
What do they do?
If you have any reserves within it, it will heal you completely. You might take a bullet through the eye and not miss your step.
How many of them are there?
Being from the Church of Death, I'm very weary about these.
And before you all, there's a bit of a stunned moment when you realize that this chest is full. And it's what's a good size equivalent? You know those floor freezers, those kind of ground floor freezers that hatch up? Sizable chest.
Chest freezer, yeah.
Yeah, a sizable chest freezer. And it's full of these Salvatore starts scooping them up. All right.
Owen will actually grab one.
Okay.
and put it away.
Okay.
Just the one.
Belthira. I did it. Damn it. Belthira picks up a crystal and is examining it and looks back to Tenyon and asks, what was Haverbeak using these for?
She takes a few as well. Yeah, she's a snake person. She just swallows them. And and when she finishes with all that, which was surprisingly proficient, the damn it, that's not okay. That's on me. The Gorgon, she slides sideways and goes, "We have discovered things we can do to these crystals." Here, gestures at the mechanism. We changed them, gestures to the blue crystal, to give us lightning. If you have been over by the throne, you would know that we have made a few discoveries.
When you say we,
A poor choice of words. Start sweating a little.
were you a willing party in this, or what were you forced? Were you held by against your will?
Insight.
Yeah, fair. Go ahead and make the insight check, but she does kind of slow down and says, anyone in their right mind, regardless of the context, would tell you that I was here against my will. So I think I might save my breath. Everyone can go ahead and make their insight checks, yeah. Owen?
It's a 10 on my insight.
25.
Three. It's probably a bit of both. It probably started off and got darker.
Mm-hmm.
And then by that point, you're in already, and they got their teeth in you, right? So
Yeah, there's no way out.
There's no hard line there. It's a bit of a gray area. An arcanist who has made no mention of any arcane college, working under a famously cruel lord, which it's then been revealed that Tenebris, the actual god of despair that plagues this land, has their hands in it.
Do you want out?
At
Fully.
any cost.
You would team up against, or you would not team up. You would aid us against Tenebris.
Direct confrontation would be our death. But
It may not be.
Go
Go ahead.
Oh no, not excuse me that. I made a like a half burp. Please continue.
I'm not saying that we go directly against Tenebris right now, but with your aid, would you join us against what is happening here and help right these wrongs?
Would there be a scenario where we would be able to relatively soon find ourselves in safety and part ways? Or are you asking me for a life debt?
I don't want your life. I'm not here to barter with something that will never be mine, that I never want to own.
Then I will help you. Let's go get rich. And the fuck out of here. This is such a bad place.
And let's go.
The party skedaddles. Salvatore, do you have a bag of holding? I'm trying to remember.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was doing the entire time.
Who picks up crystals? I think we gotta. Because how many can we reasonably fit in a bag?
Bag of holding.
Oh. Useful. Can I say that Pygmy
Just-
Cygni picks up this 2 on her own?
Yeah, absolutely. Owen also grabbed one. Belthira stated not a fan.
Belthira will take one and stick it in her pouch for
Okay.
research.
No. Excellent fare.
I'm picturing Sal just like picking up the chest and like dumping it.
Time check real quick. I'm a little all over the place because the.
It's
40 minutes?
10:19.
Okay. I couldn't tell if we were 19 minutes over or still had about 40-ish minutes. Onward. Group stealth check. Pretty please.
We still passing? Are we still no tracing? Are we still?
I believe so. I haven't cast any concentration spells
14.
since.
Got
so-
you. And it's
Heck
definitely
yeah.
been within an hour.
An 18.
14.
20.
Okay.
23.
23.
Oh, no,
Actually,
right.
22.
Heard. That is too loud.
Yeah, music's swelling.
36. Apologies.
Oh, heard.
Unheard, pointedly.
Gone, in fact. Without much ado, the party continues onward, relatively unseen and unabated. However, there is a moment when Belthira rounds a corner and the statue was not a statue, and the large guard looks down just in time and reaches for a horn before he and you look down, Belthira, and the Whibbles are tying a string tight on a little leather bag and hand it to you.
Oh. Thank you.
Scamper.
Does anybody want this?
I do! What's up?
Hands it to Cygni.
I've never had a person before.
Think of an iron
Put it in my
flask.
belt. It's just got a person in it.
A small
Just
iron
You got a
flask.
pokey bag.
Small iron
Got a
flask that
pokey
is not
bag.
iron or flasky, but is essentially the same magic item. And very small.
bag with person inside.
Just a guard.
Singular guard. I'm gonna bring him out at a weird time.
Does he have the charm? Does it have the charm like an
hour.
iron flask? So we could totally just be like, oh, distract the guards. You know?
And forward we march.
You see Cygni kind of shake the bag to see if she can hear him inside.
Not particularly. Soon we find ourselves back in the room we were. And as you guys approach this big cavern, again with the various blue crystals now all burnt to shit, you can see the same rabid mask-wearing individual looking over the destruction, the remains of the fight. As the party was coming down into this room a couple sessions back, there was an individual who had a few things to say and wore this kind of rabbit mask. Looks dexterous. He's got one of his rapiers out and he's flipping over a bit of rubble and looking through the varied roughage, the varied debris where two of you died.
Bev, I don't want to talk about that.
Uh-huh.
I think Cygni will just kind of rock up and pop the top off that pit where all the pigs are.
Okay. Approaching, as you start moving over, the masked individual looks across and goes, "I'm sorry," and kind of levels the rapier at you, and goes, "How did you get down here? And what have you done to this place? Hmm?
Done to it? You're the one standing in the rubble.
We just
Does he
got
seem to
here.
have noticed everybody?
Yep." He kind of starts
Okay.
kind of walking closer to the wall defensively towards kind of the rubble, and is just keeping an eye on the trapdoor specifically. Looks like he's in on a few things, and he doesn't seem too worried.
So here's a question. Whatever happened to the one druid that I mended?
They're still down there. They would have been put with the rest so they don't get carried off.
Okay,
and-
do we put them? Okay, I couldn't remember if
We popped
she
it in
was
the one
just
spot.
chilling in the room or if it was next to the rest of them. Okay.
Yeah, you put them down with the pigs.
Do I recognize
funny.
anything going on with this dude? Is he totally like incog? Like, I'm looking for faction stuff.
Make a perception check. What were you saying, Salvatore?
Is he threatening us?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that was in character. Sorry.
I'm Yeah, I'm just
Dirty
gonna. Salvatore is just like one bad decision away from just being like,
I don't know, guys. We've got 6 of us, a Gorgon and Halo. I think we could take him.
Yenton? This is quite unwise.
While this is happening, can I turn invisible and sneak attack this dude from behind and pull my knife on his throat?
Let's see. You did not roll super well on our stealth check. As we made our way here, they do see you in this moment. So going invisible would be something they'd notice. However,
Okay.
being invisible, you would get your sneak attack. So if you go invisible, that will pop us into combat. We'll go into
Okay.
combat there. That said, he has yet to attack, but seems like he's definitely holding an action.
Okay. Can I, as like the conversation is happening, can I like kind of just like stealthily go behind our party?
As he's
Or
backed
try?
up to the thing, you could leave to get out of sight, but then you'd be out of the room, which
Yeah, no.
you absolutely can do. To be clear, I'm not sure what the exact thing from there is. If you want to break line of sight, you can leave this smaller room to get back into the bigger room, go
You
off in
draw
the direction
attention
you came
if you
from.
let us know what you're doing.
All right.
Yeah.
So 20 on my perception
Okay,
before I forget.
no worries.
I'm not gonna sneak.
Not gonna
I'm
sneak.
just gonna hold my ground. Yeah.
Hold your ground. Okay. With a 20 on the perception, this might be one of the cults Tenebris has co-opted. You don't see any metal on the person. The rapier is metal, maybe magic, but everything, like, he's got like thatch and straw sticking out from underneath his clothes. The mask looks kind of grimy, greasy hair on the balls of his feet, but still in this kind of like weird posture. So either he's unlearned, which is not likely, in stances and footing and the like, or he's got a whole other method of fighting that you've not seen.
Did you say straw?
Yeah, like bits of thatch. Like it's not like he's not like scarecrowy, but he's got straw tucked in his clothes all over.
I still have mind link up with I keep having to look. Henyon.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask, should we be worried right now?
I can't tell. I cannot tell. I don't know, and I kept a distance from these ones. Did not know that they would know my name.
Be ready.
We're here for those druids.
Oh, but they're so fun. They're so fun to have around. They've been so useful to us. We're learning so much. And they've become so compliant.
I think Cygni just
Yeah, I was gonna
kind
say,
of
yeah,
does a
Owen's heard
half
enough,
look
honestly.
toward, just looks to Owen and is like, please, let me hit him.
Yeah, I think it's draw steel, honestly.
All right.
Just looking at everyone, I'm like,
Okay. On that note, Belthira goes invisible.
All right, let's roll initiative. As
why
the
couldn't
as
you just say the right things?
Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright. 19.
19 plus 3
19.
for a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Put him in the side chat for me, pretty please.
Oh, friggin'. Yeah, didn't help. I totally forgot. I don't know. I have advantage on initiative. I didn't roll it last time.
Oh,
But I did this time.
I
Doesn't change the
also
number.
just realized that I have inspo from Shane,
yay, Shane.
I don't remember if I took
though
a
he
word.
didn't want me to have it because he's
18 for Belle, 15 for Owen. Yeah. I've got. Oh,
Owen had
that's
19.
right. That's the new one. Got you, 19. Dirty 20 from Cygni. Let's go. For Sal. The Bun Man rolls a 16.
the bun man.
The Bun Man. Bun Man.
16?
Yes. So Cygni will be up first.
Oh.
Okay.
How far away would you say this guy is?
15 feet.
Cool, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna do Grasping Vine, which is a hit.
Yes.
See. That is a 17 plus 9.
26 hits.
Yeah. And he's considered smaller than huge. Yes?
Yes.
Alright, it is now has the grappled condition. And is going to take 4d8. If it does not want to roll, so we will do it by hand. Okay. 3 and 4. 19 points of force damage as Cygni places her hands on the ground as he begins kind of talking about the druids after giving an Owen of like, let me loose kind of look. Places a hand on the ground and kind of just flicks her eyes up for a moment and says, you're going to regret saying that, as these huge vines kind of burst from the ground and begin wrapping around his torso. And he is grappled in place for everyone else to have fun.
Owen, your turn begins. Have fun.
Yay! Fun to have.
With Belthira on deck.
I'm just, I'm gonna try to hit him a bunch of times.
At advantage.
At advantage, you say?
Him grappled.
Let's see. What we got here? Okay. 27 to hit
27 hits.
for number 1. Let's see. Whoa. A 29 to hit.
That hits.
I wish I had extended crit range right about now. And a 12.
12 does not hit.
Not really. Alright. So it'll be 16.
Whispers begin to fill the room.
Alright, 40 damage.
Damn.
And we are going to see what flavor of nonsense I want to hit him with. Weapon mastery.
It's giving utility belt.
Yeah, kind of.
And you got inspo from chat. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I
You
did,
got 9
thanks
HP
to-
from chat.
Alexander.
Alexander's a G.
Yeah, we're just gonna stick with sap, honestly.
Got it.
Disadvantage.
On the next attack before your turn.
Yep.
All right. Was that all 3 strikes?
That was all 3.
Okay.
Well, 2 hits and a graze.
Belthira. That's right, thank you.
I'm gonna move up right next to Bunman. And how far is Tenyin compared to the Bunman?
There's a distance of about 20 feet between them.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use my mind link. I am going to communicate to Tenyin and tell her I am going to cast silence right now, but at the point of Bunman, which would keep her out of range of silence to allow spell casting.
All her snakes nod. While she keeps eyes. Like all the snakes on her hair like look at you and like nod while she's keeping her eyes on her target.
Okay. So I am invisible. I sneak up
Oh, never mind.
to a spot.
Does not nod at you at all.
So I want to try to find a spot where I am kind of concealed, because I would drop concentration from invisibility to then start the ritual for silence.
Okay. You move up into some of the rubble to get out of the line of vision. And then it's an action to cast, correct?
Correct. So that is my action.
You see, Owen, a look of fear for the first time as the whispers cut. And the mask-wearing individual before you, their eyes go wide for the first time. The confidence that you've seen all along is shattered as no sound pervades the area.
He can't hear. But Owen says you done goofed.
Need to check. Okay. Yeah, you have spoked his wheel, Belthira, with the silence and then the grapple. Fuck. He is going to attempt to break out of the thorny binds that hold him. Cygni, how does the spell work in this regard?
You have to beat a DC 17 strength saving throw.
Man, this dude was gonna be really cool. Salvatore,
Fuck this dude.
your turn begins. Sal, you're up, buddy. There's a very sad moment where he tries to break out and becomes terrified. All sound goes, and it's
I go shoot. But yeah, and he's restrained.
yeah, he's grappled.
He's grappled, so I get advantage.
Yep. Only on melee you would get advantage.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Because I don't need it. Man, 19 plus sharpshooter minus my 5. That's 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And then so add that. That is going to be okay, 15 plus 10. That's 25 plus my 3. That's 28. Colossus Slayer on top of that.
Okay.
28. 29, 30, 31, 32. So 33 damage
Okay.
on top of that.
Good lord.
Gonna shoot him. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark. Still have that. So I'm gonna get the D6 for the next shot. If I hit, I'll hit. That's a 18 plus 10. That's a 28 to hit. 15.
Oh, this guy
It's
was
gonna
gonna be
be
so cool.
18 for the 18 plus 24 damage for the second hit.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
We're the dream team, guys.
I just love the idea of this guy talking shit and us just going,
Talk so much shit.
Huh. That's it. I thought you
You
were
gotta beef your
stronger.
characters, Feff.
Say again.
So you gotta beef your
don't say
characters,
that, don't
Feff.
say that, don't say
Don't
that.
say that. Stop.
2 of us died
please.
last time.
Please.
You don't remember.
That's true.
No, it wasn't the combat.
Don't poke the bear.
Don't
I would
poke
expect a
the
little
bear.
bit of a power bump next time around.
I think, honestly, I think he's just... Because this guy was saying stuff about the druids. Can I, like... I don't know, about the stuff about, like, being ranged. I can't do non-lethal, can I?
No, and he and the melees are in the silence.
Oh, okay. So I think I'm just gonna say something really cool, something epic, some line.
So cool
like, I'm just
that we don't
like-
even tell you
I'm
what it
like-
is.
I'm gonna be like, like I'm sure I said something great, but he hears nothing. I shoot him in the chest.
Yeah, from the solar plexus out, and then up down the center, he's just, and then is suspended from the vines, kind of bent over backwards. The mask, you hear, clatters to the floor.
How do we hear it clatter to the floor if it hits a silence?
I hear it.
No, in the silence, it.
Oh no!
I'll go. I guess I'll drop my binds and go pick it up.
No, I drop silence.
I want to touch it with my hands, Fev. I want to touch it.
I drop
put my
silence
little
and I'm
finger-
just like, Cygni, no. I don't know why I went into an accent there. Don't.
Down, boy.
Both Belthira and Owen are like, and do you keep going,
Don't
Cygni?
touch it. At least wait.
Detect magic.
Cursed.
Um,
Very cursed.
I'm going.
Yeah, she like you see her fingers kind of spark and just like a visual disappointment.
And
Oh,
so
wow, cool guys. Awesome
I,
mask. I'm joking.
Belthira's gonna go up to it and cast Remove Curse, which is touch.
It's touch.
Yeah, it says one action and then touch for range.
Hang on, I gotta think about this. Okay.
Yeah, at your touch, all curses affecting a creature or object end.
In the brief moment that you touched it, there was this crinkling, papery sound. And then as your magic takes effect, it returns to the silence of the imposed silence of the room. And still a very magical item, still a very magical artifact, but you do succeed in removing the curse upon it. Cygni kind of you boop.
Thea's gonna look at over for a second. Can she tell what it is? Like what?
Magic artifact. Do you make a history check? I think Cygni at this point is grabbing it. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'll
We
just
remove
look
curse.
at it and hand it to her.
You put
History is
Okay.
Turn towards Owen and go, do I look good?
Cygni.
Suit me.
oh my god.
Bring out my eyes.
15 for history.
15 for
Anything happen?
history. Yeah. With a 15 for history, you would not come up with any immediate knowledge as to what this particular artifact might be. Cygni. Your body temperature comes down. For the first time, maybe ever, or at least since you picked up your wildfire druidic prowess, you're like slightly chilly. Not like sweater weather chilly, not like coat chilly. You know what I mean? Enough to note, not necessarily something so intense you have to do something about. And you get the sense of a current, not necessarily a river or a water, but a current. And that current slumbers blissfully, honk-shoeing, just lazy, crisp fall Sunday morning napping under the red and gold trees. straight up snooze him with it. This this current burbles gently. It's a presence. So we're maybe dealing with a sentient item that is asleep.
Hello? Anyone there?
Currents change directions in reaction to your mental query, but it does not seem to wake. You
I don't like to be woken up from a nap, so I completely understand.
This magic item does require attunement. So that means we might have to follow up on what it does at a later
Yeah,
time.
I think she'll kind of take it off, put it in her bag, as they have other things to do, but she will be coming back to that next time.
And you are warm again.
Just steam.
The Medusa opens the trapdoor, looks to everyone else, and then head first slides down into the room.
I'll follow after.
Same.
All the pigs flee. All the pigs are like, no. And the Gorgon moves through the space. Touches the jawline of one, the forehead of another, and slowly, slower than you might have thought, these individuals begin to depetrify. Eventually, the Gorgon settles. This will take but a moment, and watches with some unhidden fascination at their work as 80 or so individuals begin catching themselves and waking up and looking about. And it seems like this is taking some time. They will not be sick in a few minutes. Until then, they will be disoriented.
As this is happening, I'm going to kind of shuffle just a little bit in front of her, just because I know that Tenyon said that they would be happy to see her upon awaking. So I'm just going to kind of be that extra barrier.
Okay.
Just in case.
I mean, they don't know that we're not soldiers, so Cygni, you're up. Be very druidy and gain their trust fast.
Get crunchy.
Yeah, I think Cygni will definitely, if there is space, that is, get into the hole.
Yeah.
And, just be the first face these guys see when they wake up. With a soft hand and a quiet voice. Everything's fine. It's going to be okay.
Roll a persuasion or a performance.
They're both a -1, but it's okay because it rolled 17.
The first one to recover. Barrel of a man. Still very elderly, but probably the more fit of this group. Kind of gets up, looks around, locks onto you immediately, like perceives you and sees what you're saying and hears you. And he's going to look about, hear the destruction, and greet you in Druidic. Child, are you our salvation?
I think Cygni, in hearing Druidic, in seeing the Eld, they are alive, are okay. I think that her eyes begin to well, and she does not say anything. She just hugs this individual tightly.
Hugs you back. You are so tall. And he's gonna start relaxing a bit. Oh, it's gonna be okay. Kind of patting your back a bit.
I thought we lost you. I thought we lost all of you. But you're here. You're alive. And we're going to get you out.
You found us. You came looking for us.
Wait.
Okay, let's get everyone up. Let's get everyone up. Come on, let's get up. And a grateful, hard squeeze on both your shoulders before he starts helping the others. The one you saw before with the broken head, the other furball kind of That's it. This is probably the youngest of the group. I finally understand why they all go vegan after enough time. I'll never eat pork again. Hello. Friend? To Belthira. And is speaking in Druidic. Friend?
Belthira does not speak Druidic, but is just gonna nod her head, assuming that whatever she's saying is like, I don't know. I'm just like, yeah.
She kind of takes a moment.
Where is your sword?
To take you in. To take you in, and then in Elvish says, ally.
Don't know Elvish.
I don't know Elvish either.
Meanwhile, me and the other guy are having a full conversation in Druidic back and forth.
I've got Common, Draconic, Orc, Quarry, and Thieves' Cant.
She kind of keeps an eye on you, but starts turning to the others and helping others. Everyone else is dumb old. Super old. Half of them are like squinting, what level of old, trying to hear. And so there's soon a quick cacophony of Druidic clamor. And eventually the one that spoke to you, Belthira, is going to start responding and getting everyone to kind of simmer for safety before making their way through the crowd to you, Cygni, and looks to you for the briefest moment before going in furbulk. Friend.
In Druidic. Hello.
Looks to the bigger dude. Looks back to you. This changes everything.
You're telling me.
And that's where we're going to leave off for the night. Chat, thank you for being here. Hope you had fun. Stick around, we're gonna do a raid. But first, let's go to the crew. If you want to get caught up, you can head over to the YouTube, and if you want to get closer, you can head over to the Discord. Cygni, let's start with you. Hannah.
Hello, my name is Hannah Harper. I have been Cygni. Cygni's feeling a lot better today, let me tell you. Feeling cheerful, feeling excited, and I want to get these people out. And I think we're gonna get every single one out, and we're not gonna have any problems, and it's gonna be totally fine. You can find me everywhere at Hannah Plays D&D on the internet. I do cool stuff. I cover a lot of D&D ground. I also do a lot of fantasy ball and that sort of thing. You catch me at D&D Castle, and you may not be catching me somewhere else. You'll find out soon. And I'll throw it on over to Jade.
First off, how would be, how would do. I can't come up with rhymes. How about you? Boom. Had a great time. Got some money, got some coin, got some crystals. I feel bad because we saw this guy, and I don't know, man. You see like 4 or 5 really angry looking adventurers, and you just say, oh, fuck you. And then I was just like, oh no, like wrong dialogue option. Apparently we were very violent today. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I do enjoy that we were able to rescue the druids and ally ourselves with the Gorgon. I think things are going to work out. Salvatore's just happy that we have money. He has money. Sorry, it's gonna. What? That's crazy. Yeah, I go by TooHardTheBard on Instagram, TikTok. You can find me and start playing, as I'm a professional DM on there. But yeah, feeling great. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this over to Jared. Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm Jared. They also call me Owan Two Arms. We did the thing. We rescued the druids. You know?
Woo.
We rescued the druids. I got a free pass on that one earlier, so I'm grateful for that.
There
Yeah,
was no ally within 5 feet for you to swing on, and I wasn't going to make you swing on another arcane machine to blow up on you again. That felt like the line for me personally, you know. That's too many death by falling rocks.
I'm waiting on a drop weapon, you know, on a whoopsie, so I can burn my bonus action to resummon it and watch the life leave.
Ooh.
The hope leave the eyes of my enemy. Yeah, I don't know anything else. Steen, are we done?
Nah, let's get it,
I
Steen.
haven't gone yet.
Steen, go for it.
Hi, I'm Christina, Steen or Steenker, but you can call me whatever. I played Belthira tonight, and I'm pleased with how the night went. I am concerned. While yes, we did depetrify the Eld, we are only halfway there. So I am hopeful. But we still need to get out. I'm very excited for the next episode to see what happens. But you can find me on all social media. I don't really post that much. I post a lot more stories than I do anything else. But Steenker, Steenker, sometimes 3 hours depending on the platform. And I will be at the Oregon Ren Fair with a camera and as a pirate. So last weekend of June. Excited. But you can also catch me on Sundays for Thistle and Quill playing Amara. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye.
Is everyone gone? Double checking. I think
Yes.
everyone's gone. All right, everyone, buy into this raid. We're going to kick it with Shane's boyfriend, Josh, Flammable Fox, Fantastic Bean,
Josh!
streaming some Lords of the Fallen. So we would go give it a look. Go give them some love. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, my friends. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye bye.